Driving on a suspended license representation can be a little bit tricky. There are generally two types of reasons why somebody's license was suspended. The first reason was the MVD required some form of suspension for a certain amount of time. For instance, if you were driving convicted of DUI, then it's going to be a certain amount of time that your license has to be suspended, or incurred a certain amount of points on your record. There's a certain amount of time that your license has to be suspended. And then the other camp is maybe it was suspended because the person didn't even know it was an unpaid speeding ticket, or maybe they've already fulfilled the length of the requirement for the license suspension for the DUI, and all they had to do is pay the $55 to get the license reinstated. So they're both criminal misdemeanors, but we handle both cases entirely differently. So if a client hires us and they were arrested or cited for driving on a suspended license, but they could have had their license reinstated. In other words, all they had to do was pay the $55 to get it reinstated. What we generally do for our clients is we have them go to the MVD, reinstate their license prior to the first court date, and then we're able to take that license in and negotiate with the prosecutor or the judge a reduction, or in some cases even a dismissal. But here's the takeaway: is and I'll just give an example. Every Monday, Scottsdale court, they publish their weekly arrest records, and it's usually about 8 pages in a PDF. It's online of all the citations that people received or the arrest people received from the week before, and I go through those on a weekly basis just to see more or less what people are being cited for, how we can best help the community. And surprisingly enough, I know you would think it's a DUI or maybe some type of offenses, but driving on a suspended license week after week is always the most common offense. So what we do is we get on board with the case. We represent our clients. We charge a very, very nominal fee. But what you don't want to do is make the mistake of going in alone for the driving on a suspended license, because really nothing good ever comes out of that. I can't tell you how many times somebody has called me and they said, look, I just got out of court, I signed the paperwork, now I spoke with somebody else and they said I didn't get the best deal. What can we do to reverse it? But we can't do anything. So once you sign on the dotted line and the judge accepts it, it's a done deal. So what I tell people is, look, I've seen every single combination you could possibly think of when it comes to criminal defense or for driving on a suspended license. I know that if a situation presents itself this way, that I'm going to go that way, and I know the different avenues to take to get my clients the best outcome. So if you can afford our services, again, which are very reasonable compared to other law firms, it's a really good idea. It's a very good idea to hire us for the driving on a suspended license, whether it's in Scottsdale or Tempe or anywhere else in the Phoenix area. Give us a call. Let's discuss how we can best help. 602-980-1987.